And now for something completely special. We have Chris reading the Dixie County Times newspaper's editor's Christmas poem, just for our friends on Christmas.
Called Christmas in Dixie. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through Dixie not a possum was stirring, not even Deb Lee. The socks were stuck on the deer stands with tacks in hopes that Santa would make his way back. The rugrats were snuggled together in the top bunk, all dreaming of getting big piles of new junk. I was wearing my snuggie asleep in my chair. I was most likely drooling but was too tired to care. When out in the yard there arose such a racket, I fell onto the floor, but I did grab my jacket. Away to the front door I stumbled half blind, kicked the hounds off the front step to see what I'd find. The moon on the lime rock gave off a faint glow, making it clear that Bobby really needs to come mow. I ain't making this up, I saw it, I swear. A muddy red Ford pulled by 8 fighting bears. With a bearded old biker in crimson leather so thick, I knew in a heartbeat it must be St. Nick. At 60 degrees he must have been covered in sweat, but he whistled and hollered and laid on the threats. Now Collins, now Cassidy, now Palmer, now Sperlin. I'm Rayborn, I'm Maxwell, I'm Davis and Collin. To the top of the porch, to the top of the trailer. Hustle now, boys, or I'll replace you with Spaler. As Yankees at before, the wild hurricanes go, wearing black socks with sandals and driving too slow. To the roof of the trailer, the bears hauled the mud truck. With a bed so full of toys, they should have got stuck. But then on the rooftop, I heard overhead the biker's radio blaring an old tune by the Dead. As I grabbed my cannon, thinking this is front page, down the chimney the Santa stormed in a rage. He was dressed in all leather from his head to his boot. And his arms were tattooed with Reagan and Newt. A bushel of iPads he had flung on his back, and he looked like a Yuletide tea party around crack. His eyes, they weren't bloodshot. He looked pretty straight. His right hand read love, while his left hand spelled out hate. His red do-rag declared that freedom ain't free, and the t-shirt he wore read, don't tread on me. A pick from the cypress he held tight in his teeth, and chains made of gold circled his neck like a wreath. He had on black chaps over a pair of old jeans, and he smelled like he had just eaten a big bowl full of beans. He was righteous and cool, an awesome old dude, and I laughed when I saw him, even though it was rude. A glare of his eye and a shake of his head let me know that any pictures I took could make me dead. He spoke not a word, but went straight to the tree and dumped off the presents and turned back to me. He took out his cell phone and texted his team, and like Scotty and Kirk, left house in a beam. He climbed over the dog box and into the truck, and I thought that to fly off he would need more than luck. But he hollered out loud, for he flew out of sight, Merry Christmas to Dixie, and to all a good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.